This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Wadu TV so die mayama mu nyina akwalba emfambraso se ebia afei ne wo hu se channel bi se wo ho na won subscribe ya na wa subscribe sisi ayedase na wa like video no na afei so no o comment nti o scroll record down na we ja comment atom na wa share dia maye na kopon ka ho na de tie ne se ya titi o nim ya titi pa onim no ababa wa no gina na nso kita enimonyam kama na wone Captain Smart wo Mia TV a fire san ai ya titi ase na making so akopie mo TV na wo nso eja wo to wo nya asem keto eja wo to ho nya asem keto wo se mahama apprentice mo nhwe yie eja ba mo so no wo se wo nim na ba somora betare mahama ho obewai wo nim na mahama e ba se obofo wa shata de fita na obeye tuntum ketekete se betua ho obewai wo hey, nyanso keto wa fire ye papa anu den ni titru ne Afenyo Markin asem Afenyo Markin de se na we si asoja wono so no anu den e na wo compare say na committee chairman na o you lose too much obanyi you lose too much na kase na jo wise ye wono yaw mo no se sa na mo so mo di NPP a nke NPP ndimi parliament wo di enkweti ya titi fire no bi
wo ba be ye adwuma abeso mo man nti ye interview e ne ye wo na minimara se odehye ukwa akopa adwuma wo baabi ukoduru ye no yeso o eda se ye hu se wo postu ade we wo social media ye abonti ade ye wo private ade a wakwa akoye ne ye de aba betere ne ye di bisa kosa ye bisa we no nko an ye bisa question so wo competence wo adwuma na wo be ye ne de anya no ne ye hwe ba de ade bi ade to social media en ye ne ya bre ne ya bo ho ne ya bo ho me kra nkoma mbubofu na se adwuma no nya adwo so de be ma me a ka cha me na me nsore nkwai we anya by force no ye private way a me kope me adwuma na metimi akasa we eye oman adwuma enti obi be ka se oh enya hwe ma ne misare de opese obisa why not fine. But etoda bia me ba bia ya na me ne honorable Ahiafor problem ne say oye chairman of the committee. Joe is the chairman of appointment committee 2021 ye hu de esi wo krom ha enya afa na me bebo obi kan remind na ye di ama obi ani ade e course wo committee no so. Anything na eniema ni bi wo ho we are expecting him to stand firm. One idea ba ko a mepese NDC MPs a Parliament eto am ho asene say south to third majority na ye de maamo no yamfa mamo samo fa nkobon siri hehew because na ye nim dear president Mahama ba be ye entini yampa kantan crossing bia wona kwam eni yampa akaida fo bia wona kwam senya be ye adwuma no be kontem na be ye smooth. And no na Ghana for mamusa overwhelming majority no. 80-10 majority no mu de amode be ya. E wase ye kire mo de amode be ye. Because ye ni bra brene said ye nkrofo na sei kuro no. Enya afa de ye benya adage atwe wo ma be bo nkuro. Ye ni adage ye be twe wo mo ama be kire wo ma dwen. Sani ye pese wo mo be presidency na. Enka insusanso be ba wa abato no ko bia be hu. So we kire se Ghana for ne ani abre na yempa NPP e wa aban ni mu biem. We don't want them close to the presidency. Yempa mu close to the government. But democracy ni yesi ye practice it. Baby omo win ya no fayi na baby omo win omo ne James akika bom ni boss basare mu chinchim enkrofo nsa yi baba Sadiq constituency epi Bright constituency e Rabno Obe ani nyina akika sinsemu e wo court Obuasi East ene de akika ho no eno no e ya another day conversation a ye bedi ho nkomo enti aba Ghana for 2 ye no MPs na mo ya NDC MPs amwo parliament no more a huge responsibility. If you don't know, I'm telling you today, more responsibility ya dia mama no say e was someone making sure that President Mahama Juma Obeyano ebe smooth ayenye interference. Because Senaya person MPP for contribute to her. He ever consider one on 100 seats be. Etene crown no crown ponu nim say bi wa po and wa mabɔ no manya no motete ho. And no me monitor parliament proceedings. Once we we vet na no makɔ parliament no makɔ akɔya approving. Oh, we were obi akeka na dwen nipa so basi the work asa ye no mani je ho enti mompene na ne ya approving ne ye kɔ. Enra Honorable Afenyo Markin say Honorable Amako Fibua. Assembly or catch a na Kufuado or parliament. So na the last son and no beka yena. Or then the Yoruba pine to our parliament ho. I was the one tenant was no. And once a month, one bisa no ewo committee no so. And as a president committee ni bisa no. And church Ramoni as some more kind, no Honorable Afenyo Markin say none a bonyo show. And one coming into certain agreements. Agreement no wonya hu ye dia enya on pene mo approve amaboa 210 majority no mote ho mo de ya den Gabio one enyama bi ntini ase history very important and it's in another year that you so person sister Ghana history no the founders be hye ho say ne papa mo amobra mo person mo e force pebra bi obi legacy ye force ne kwatare obi anim no who say emfa. You can never change the history of Ghana. Sakwame Nkrumah na ya founder. Period. Enti history very important. Enti adena ekwaso wa parliament na. Honorable Afenyo Markin ni abrena wa mo approve amabua. And omo nye ni say no masa ye di bra brene say de ya pentama kwa yanim no. You have no idea. Timeti videos no edoso me wo tukwa jaba de na me pesa me ma history. O tikwa afise jaba. Time NPP for any abra no moya campaign. And someone car yes amra no ane Samira Bawumia. Ategya wo budi job akama wo from na nya atemdie ketwa. Campaign platform so
something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But Mr. President,
time no.
I will leave that for you between you and your God.
Last son na Kufuado kokan former president. E wo mra shebedwam. Na me pa chaw asama honorable Amako Fibua kan no na ye ntro na na enokore. Won say MPP for no omubua mu so ye nipa chen wo bi. Anything no mu so bi ye NDC ni they want to underrate the person. They want to undermine, they want to look down on the person. Now me want to me undermine me o. And I want to me look down on me. So I know ya wo problem. I don't have family home. So what Jenya was a woo ye people need to ye nipa chen wo bi. No be ye NDC ni asa any party they won for buo manwa. I know ya wo wasem. Na ye ma ho kwan so mani nya ban fifiri wa Ghana ha. Sansem hunu na yakoso wa krom ha, you need to stop. Asamo anu ma Amako Fibua kan me patro na enokra na na eyentro. Me patro Nana Kufuado be di president wo krom sika be nu anya. Sika no bra be nu de boy. Me patro be di president no support to ben na wanya 2016 aya bobo abasa na Kufuado e wi ni aba wo krom ha be hwa asa. Enkwafo sa eji wo mani because some the perception was that said Sada Jeda yakana sa bas Brandon any the akeka hunti perception ne kira say corruption na dokro President Mahama government na Samira Bawumia area President Mahama ni manu akacha so we are incompetent eno no ye hu bone bia wo ho ya hu fumso bia wo ho okafa ne ho di free. Na sa honorable Amako Fibua akachira da na Kufuado say wo time kwa dia wanya cushion chese ya so wasene ya pia wo to ama usika bebre na so wa mamu a wo bebu ye na nkoyie wakabone anasa na ekoyi aka ye to abetia no sa mamu Kufuado de Bawumia ebu wo kroma na ekoyi a ekasa 38 no akomenya na kwa mba wi kwa meya between 45 and 46. Esan sa ba mu bu ya na bon aprokro no akrofo eno ti ena sa 38% no memi nya kwa ka meto so ai ni 30 mutikura na ye na 8 abeka ho no bo tikwa fi se jaba when na ya appointed as gender minister what's now or you should describe President Mahama no ye bisa no committee na se no o se on patcho he own him no apology me ka dia ba be si asem so what ya say the reason why anope asabibu yafu Otikwa jaba say President Mahama no ye wicked we ni pa bonini na we ye nim gwasefo ma wo mo frɛ tifido mantem ye bisa no o se wo patcho because of sada amuka wo manum asem nyina honorable Suhini Kadu obeka nyina ma me ne ye board e kira hoka say on pa President Mahama chew ne on pa na church na me pa chew ade che ya no opa chew na wan pa chew the answer is no wan pa chew at the end of the day na call Parliament for approval NDC MPs are not working say omo approve Otikwa jaba because omo catch ne say on pa President Mahama chew e wa tembia wo di no wan pa chew me pa chew Otikwa jaba ya approve na say ya approve no when there are certain things I will can no be again say politics and your politics home that's the reason why history is very very important because one general will say moya minority no be a kasema chire kufuado enya mode eti mo be de mo ba twi protest unim so obi na no kwa ka say President Mahama oye no be magana ni akasa wo ye no me ma obi ana enkofukuo bi ana sekuro bi a do you know the quantum of that insult see abeka cho say wo ye no me na said ya bene audition tie na maka audition wo dia wo ya no me mu abusua o nyame kura mpangu na say wo budi pananim tia to the level say wo fa ne nyehwe obuo ba akokura no Otikwa jaba no oni bi ma President Mahama but at the end of the day you approve it or go through or conversing pepe Emma Parliament go approve it because no munim say omo numbers enti no omo be approve no wonim so anu abu anodon plan na no dem denden dia wo suoi wo so credit di President Mahama tembi o jai o ade papa be na waya magana ye ka wo mo ye no me makuro ya wo ka ho bi wo kra na ye number 1 eso another brand na ye ka keto bi kira no na no demu a wo su eso me say ya mpa na chew me da nya no wasam na me be ka no pe but ya me pasa Ghana fo ne titru NPP fo no mo mra se be dwamu na ye keka wo mo bom kura wo mo nya ka ba akoma no ye pase wo betu wo ho ase say amamwo no omo ye dan ya be koso they can never frustrate government business. And that's the reason why I'm getting pissed off and I pay over 180 MPs for NDC. What are you using the numbers for? Now, what's about Sinasi my whole coin? I'm also Afenyo Markin job. I mean, what's the meaning of that? And I have familiarity, and I have friendship, and I have DN. I want to please somebody. Yan to abane sabume please obi o yet to abane sabume please yan Ghana for because we know the competence of President Mahama and ye nim do betimi aye yet to abane say ye panipa or join Ghana ho ye panipa or join Ghana for ho abada ye ba Ghana for sana ye peku fadu subie ma ke to abama ba omia yan pani subie mo pani ho mframa ewa Ghana hadi na jabam wonti ene to abatia no so you cannot have those numbers in Parliament and so allow some mini micro minority to frustrate government business. That one we won't allow you. Please, I'm begging you. And you see, I'm telling you this for a fact. 2028 NDC will continue. Because when him send your Ghana no a shisha do young profile we yet him yabe Amane from 2022 yentimi ntuayeka dabi ona wo individual private person kra no a wo ye business wo ko ba bible sia nya for 2 solid years untimi ntuawoka wo company no engu ebegu Chrame at the papa. A coup for the name by your mobile yama Ghana for the mess I was crazy. Sika wambe jaya ya mobile your moon says Sika hono. Omudom some say puff no master no the crop. Omudom na kanya sa. What you bet to say a quadruple Sika millions of dollars. Over corner project they were empty. Cream course Sika nasa. Ni atimi atina krom ha hwanyankopɔ anim na ayi akufa do ne na baya ka kire yen say omo baya sky train na bayen ewi akire no matter $2 million ama kwabrane so anya feasibility study so ofanya dai $2 million. The money is gone. You take $2 million e sika keto ahu wouldn't be $2 million ebetimi aye. And you see these people stole money to the extent they say $1 million and they don't even value the money. Now, Cecilia, the party near Jessica, I pack one them to the stand and say, yeah, we are more than $1 million. No, Nim Cecilia, you can imagine the amount of money and what them ho. On this yet way, Nisika, one account to move. $100 Ghana crowd free mobile was a debit. Aba, or was a Sicabia. Mesika mewa say even 10 cedi cry from my was a Mesika biara obia timia package sika one them ama over $1 million me patranya Ghana cedis so dollars ajira wan wusa sika mpa yira wo dem ho eti sanya ni kuru na kopie so se na Ghana gusu twibia omukwa na komunim se sika bi kura yira wo dem ho. This is the kind of people I do a mention of myself for 8 solid years. So you can never tell me that they have every moral right to come near government for 12 years and not 20 years to create away. Because when they come, omulu tu krono. Shababia yashisha Ghana drew ye. Amobaya yasu Ghana in a middle income one country. Your GDP any dollar and 384 cities. And you see a Ghana for near Bobena, you see dollar city to dollar 4 city yempe. I've heard the one who sky I know. Then I'm real, you're too fine, yako. Nipano the $2 ni hono. Abrabo bono bebo ayane say what $10 different 4 city no. I've heard not in 18 city 20 Ghana. Yamina J yen and I bedu says 15 cities no. Mwami ya nyeri ya hu. Mass in ne hono. Or Chelsea City no. Mass now what Ankasa Chelsea City no. Because one says I feel quite to forcing. Anyone why you do a mocano, ya emo you quite no for sweat can you bet ya. Now beside a cool father says I'll put some baby no boy or the Sicani dang. What in your Bobusia to the study say for 2 solid years we are not able to even service your debts. You think it's a joke? Oversee a trust near her near Srachro. Please, that would not happen. And see. No man wants a parliament. Yeah, approve one Amabwa. What do you mean? Now I can't say a grad yebediwan. Cha NDC MPs now more parliament, you know. We gave you those numbers for a purpose. Yan farm mama for a farm fair. I'm telling you, some catch you say after President Mahama. NDC will continue the government. Young man will come MPP from a SNBM. It is a woo NDC, now we are minister, we are NP. Near show, sir, woo, mama may stammer block, our Yakwamu 2028, I will clear you off. And no man can be in power. Yama woo nipa couldn't say, couldn't be MPP for. Says, Beno, more boy now, I'm going to money brain in a Kufado, so I didn't say, couldn't in MPP position. When I'm out, say, Profobi bomb miracle di, a big boy just in Kodia did not know so yin and one. Now, Quafoka, Media Jimmy Amacaso, and I know fire. When we were talking, may national security papa be frabe catcher say, who yet it's your boga to hopa. Now, me and Melco national security work, now me quatuno. Me am say that 24 hours send my president Mahama say within 24 hours or so coffee. Me am about the now me banana that's what you go see something. Wuna mani ya threaten messages about your phone so na threaten messages. Adanya ya to about my crofo bi it will be person be come asem. And you think we are here to joke? We are not here to joke. It's now already an course of Parliament as a grubby. Now, Honorable Afenyo Markin, just what to be said, what pursue of frustrating the whole system. Please, NDC MPC and Yabre. Abana ya to ya ni ya bufuo pa ni ani bre ena to abano. Ena change na ya preach ya no. Ya de ekom eni ani bre ni abufuo eni ya redie eni ya de pre change no ya pre change ne say move an kwabo life for Parliament. Now you can imagine, seats be cry NDC and we need that. We want those seats. You should know the kind of hard work I come. But if you have 2 months, and I mean, who said Domi Kwabenya, you bet you seat. I seen Central and not see a no noble Nurin Kasawaha. I seen Central no be any NDC bet me at it, but CG. It's a idea what somebody told me say. Ghana for ba wa mo 2024 no enya agudie ya to abano say yempe MPP ho mframa e wa mamu onim ene ti ne ma mo numbers amati bi dia ye adwuma. Use the numbers for us, I beg you. Mo besi ade mo benya kata cross bia wo krom ha yesra mo numbers no, make good use of it. Enya sa na edru ho na wa want me use wo numbers edru wa ye nkasa ye be you was in Germany pafo from beje city na maye. I know dear, please bear with us. Ya me dia grow. Ye ni bra bre no. You don't know. Enti na confirm bebre grassroots to go for Ahiafor and confirm bebre ntia because seka NPP for the nya sa seat we were Parliament here. Me ka bibia say can this be am about Parliament. Mo ka mo nya no pon makasa. Na mo 137 kwa radio mo ye. Amu kofa imposter and the North Station and just for them better Parliament and passing you levy. Now come kita numbers and where you think it's a joke. Obviously this for your power to be utilize the power no. And I'm saying no. You say the kind of person President Mahama is. And no the affected party no and no so the idea Ghana for your pay. Yampa kokotaku. Yampa hunter yempe ge. I win him. Appointees say that more portrait was social media so some you good. But my Bible and see my character different. No start changing. Grassroots no media ma catch them. Grassroots no who hear me change bibia. If you are not able to sort the grassroots, and they will come after you. And that's the reason why I was so happy. Say, many Ababa Erica J can't say, an appointment you know, is for the grassroots. Please, you are for the grassroots. Grassroots today ni wa party ni ntimi ma bam. MPP for do am grassroots di agro no so ahu. Free SHS no kura wo mo krem se no ni ade a wo matimi aye no. Say na school placement no kura mo ton. Ye beka sa o mo ton no. O mo see mo evidence we. And na the MPP for na mo na eyu o mo ho. So, no mo ton. E de ma party fo bi no. Sa tonton no e was set to twa. Sa wo pe police ni immigration ni fire service sa sika jijia.
Put the question. All those things.
Very simple. Sa sika jijia na ye dia be wura system ni mu a obi pe police and you be tua be 10,000 no. E ya nonsense kura ma me. E ya nonsense kura ma me. Grassroots no number cross na on one in hurry no. Won't you the 10,000 over for him at ya? And to be say grassroots no more from hono. Every day no more bread. Now crophobia obusu so obudo mu wasika no. No mo na wo munya kwan ekokokoko yi training police ne fire ne de keka ho. Irrespective say yes say person be private sector nim no. Grassroots no mo hia police no. Enhu hia se abeton amomo. Ensem hunu kura ne yedi wakro ma no. And under the watch of President Mahama, why you better say what ton police, what ton immigration, and what ton fire the above be the massa. Will fish you out. Okay? Me say me, adia be a President Mahama, na mamu no, even dot to crack a cabe casa white and most our daughter, you the palace of a goose, so you may see one free, one serian for so bube fu. And Honorable Afenyo Markin is preaching. Say yam fa kasa won tin kasa dan empanyimfo bi ho me be se me bisa ana na Akufo do ye nipa che obi wa Ghana ha na former president Akufo do oye nipa che president Mahama on oye nipa e che president Mahama etu anu de ye nkasa mane nchi no ba president Mahama de yetimi didi datem na nipa na wadidi datem na fa ne ho adi anodon plan na obi ka sili kakra kire no ane buafuo no woni mataba wadi president Mahama odam ha won pa achewo. And Honorable Afenyo Markin is advocating say and confirm use their proper words. Really? And most of them come up secret voting. Now I'll be from secret voting home. Now my number say and it's not me boyfriend no pay no. I was even waiting say cause secret voting never so. And you think you have numbers. Someone approve you on Honorable Akofibua. Moya say we will not go by any secret voting and not yet. I know about Afenyo Markin say assembly wa wana wo catch no be a was by force o pachaw me pachaw ti Kofi Sejaba wa pachaw another mpre wa pa president Mahama chawa da on pa na chaw but Nana Akufo do de oh ye nipa surunku bi ono de no kwase edi na tem ono no kwase ka asem ani chi no moreover asem a onobo amabu aka kwa wani na tem o ka no kra na kire no ana Rebecca so want ne ho ase a obubu fa so parliament no me the phone lines no air to screen no so but let me say this on record. NDC members of parliament, you have the numbers and we gave you people the numbers for a purpose. Use the numbers. We don't want to see any frustration, sir. Most of us please you be some madam for no why you. I say, well, and that's the reason why ya Sampa you Patrick Buamane and not on Premu seat, you know. I don't know what happened. But we all know said they lost those seats. But if my imagine some person who please him Crawfordy, it is some Crawford Parliament what ya Masadia Yanemo Mungamu because under no circumstances any of them who come for government business. President Mahama is on a business trip. Emma Yan Wagana. The business trip no wa mayeno Yamamu frustrated. Yani bra breno. Akromfo. What's the make good morning?
Good morning. Papa B.
Yes, sir.
Champion between Adam and Free
champion to say.
And pay more fire and pay one fire Mamaniaji, Yakupo Sawa, Juma Power. The mania opportunity there. Honorable Abdul Razak was saying, our MC or Medina, the best as Mumra in Chaisano. I mentioned Honorable Joshua Hamidu Akamba. Yes, Roman Penny Mahama. Appointment now on Manco Honorable Joshua Hamidu Akamba because Papa no blow in this we Papa. And Almighty Joe is once on Nadalma. Call us no. That was the boy and Yamabimu contribution. No, Joe so yes, that's what baby and man said. Miniaba, I don't pay ABB. Study a walk on MPP for the 77. Acquire so me a nipa chain. And this is for offer. Yes, the idea why you're there, and Franco Yonia. A banner sign on Mampani Mahama. Yet, your Kunyasu president, who fought about one home and Strata, Katas and a Mamuno, Yamankoyi. Bamomo, we have been Yammo, Koyi Mammo. Miniaba, Sanka, Abatuya, 2 years, 2025 Abatway. Sagana for you, take a quarter MPP to work about this time to try a horse account of Bluma, a Pontopa. Miniaba, Yamankoyo, MPP are buying a common Tigana for the 3 common time by a Tigana for your near the home, Slamata about 4 years, 2 years, Motobama and this, Musadi Tibiano, Bibia Kama, Ghana, my Penny Mahamo, Bua Papa, or the Bua Biajuma, Mr. Ghana for say, Omunyabotoya, Omunyabotoya, said the Tibiana Ghana for Yahobatoya, Miniaba, Mamenkona for.
May I say, or WhatsApp line here 0242707574. What's the make? Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Pato, Obiahu ya dear.
Obiahu ya pala.
Fine. One fire no fire mama naje. Your friend Mr. Modo Adams, Mikasafri, Elang Awishi.
Me pacho mama ntio.
Ola am pato, they say anya sotum. Yesu say yenya yede MC because post ya etite anya so to yenya bi yesu ya boy duma
okay
election ya ba ya anya so to almost 38,000 and any vote no count ma Mr. President post ya etite anya so to yenya bi oh ya MC ese ni ma onawu imana aloti When so abrewo anya so tom wa ye duma ete paucho eso can be my na so anya so tom yetumi nya position no bi na ye so ye mfa ye yayi na next ayi ne ntu yetumi nya your friend is saying MP no na nju free MPP for nsem wo anya so tom
that's it that's papa 0242707574 your WhatsApp line. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, madam. Pacho me ho ya na so e.
Boko Electoral Aisha me preti la part me see. Ye en for Sano Mutie. Me see ya se uko tamahabo na uko hu. The MPP group boys me still omu ye wo ho. Ebe how ase omu da fu power. Me see omu ko custom headquarters. And omu kwa hadri omu kwa ku ade na papa mo munyama ade say me see enya sound because the dia omu da so eruru Ghana na ABC ewo ho grassroots ya bre ya ye ejima wo fine obirimu omu atra obirimu kuro politics so omu kuna job but ABC penny for omu fa ade na to say obirimu esa omu disease ka o MP for omu na omu consider omu adrono ya bre papa omu to ade na nya national nya region omu respect national region nya ho constituency brand former constituency executive omu to omu nim so omu nya so mama constituency as a former constituency executive omu so omu abolikima yes Go mama ya office one only Gabako aya no grassroots na yes abuba family. I'm telling you medase.
Me so medase papa asema haji ken just 30 seconds. CEO Sina President Mahama appoint him no that's your responsibility. We enya President Mahama na was sensi form ebe yes adwuma no eyemo adwuma. Esremo good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. In fact, yeah, me that say. Me the opponents because of Jamestown. In fact, NPP and so mess it up. So, mess it up to the sense that you can't say some affect the country for because say, fix the economy because share economy. Because say, yeah, fix it no.
Yeah.
So. I don't think I'm gonna for reject you. In fact, I reject you totally. So, and you know, so because we don't need them anymore. And I wonder, Nepal already in the bar 2028, and a bayer mama pass a Ghana for the feed on the near San Tobamo movie. And it's a break the 8 to do what? In fact, a end is the breaky into MPP party la life. We don't need them anymore again. Medase.
Meso medase wasema waka ya mede. Say this is super breaking 8 years 4 years we. Enti de ani abre no. Ye ni bra abre no. Enti wo say ni pa ba akopɛ no. Ya ma me say sa ade no ye be you wasi nchen. Ni akoyanim. Very simple. Adenti na MPP Goro boys that so na port. Omo ye den. Ade bo ha wo kan ye say you ya politics, wo ya partisan. They partisan. Shada kasa agro na ebedi wo kromo ahu na grassroots no omo kwadi den sania wo ba ya wo pam NDC fo no go and sack them what are they doing there and to see what's na ya power no that's your responsibility now unim so ho kwa ba sabotage abai no you don't know Masa ya ni abre fundamental human rights we abubu so sal for 4 years o manya representation bias and niema wa list niema ni bebre enti me pese your take on that na fame yemfa second topic no EPA declares war on illegal mining immediate shutdown ordered
Okay. The day came I mentioned for last week, Mantino. I think they're not mentioned for so I think the petitioner call for the removal of Mensano. They are my candidate. So Ubian petition na me ankasa metro. Oh yes, I've said it several times and it's good say that particular petition and it's expected is in line and I'm expecting say president will act on it and make sure say obe follow to the latter. I know the day no when you watch hunting who go through petition and I say me lay hands on merit. I think say nothing stop the president from acting on it because yes and Ghana is a serious country now. Nipo mudi enimno sabi they have respect for the people of this country enka ehia so be send the petition to the president say Jane Mensa enko kono ankasa tenase no carry ni tibua no ho nema akoso a you just have to resign on your own but unfortunately in our part of the world no that sense of decency dignity no within us ne bi ni ho enti nipa no obetenase ya till whatever that happen obetenase na bisa won say edien ene besi Elema Electoral Commission a day before elections, a bit mere a disenfranchise a whole community for no apparent reason. Na San Crofona Quatanase, ya deny more representation in Parliament for 4 good years. Yet Tenase state institutions, even post the elections in Ukraine, nobody moved in to remedy this injustice. Individuals yet deny or more constitutional right to have representation in Parliament. So I think that a grave injustice and assault on the foundations of our democracy in our constitution. So it is in that order. And James and Bosman Nasar and several other people from War Commission and Kasaya people they don't engender confidence, trust, and that particular sense of neutrality and independence that you expect from such institution. It's not there. It's the reason why I had to abandon you saw this massive intrusion, political party supporters move into Electoral Commission offices and so forth because they didn't believe in say Electoral Commission will be fair. And I think that alone, no, not threaten our cohesion, our democracy, the election process and so forth. So these are individuals who manage such an institution, and people don't have trust in them. I think that the best thing we can do is to get them out, going through the constitution because it is not for nothing. And a constitutional framework is not true. Power side Electoral Commission other way no they created a window ko omunim say emre bi beso ma yenya obi amana be head such institutional behavior like this will pop up and we cannot put ourselves in a corner yentumi act. That is why they created that window emma ho kwan for the removal of such person. Obi tell boss Manasare so we see in the commentary be na no kasa ti musa say or lack emotional intelligence because such a person or lack that particular thing cannot lead such a sensitive institution because prior to the election not tension that pop up Okroma saying he was bold enough to stand on public say NDC or say a threat to Ghana's democracy. You are a referee. NDC at the time no na critical stakeholder in the elections now okasa say na your position become untenable because when say political party na threat to Ghana's democracy and then you will do everything in your power to make sure say you thwart their effort. You understand? But I'm saying that sense of when you know he didn't even see say that then now all again tete ya no ka ho ye press conference be can say be nsem hunu kire Ghana for say register a man for a complaint say your friend say enya credible no na mo go back to 2016 na ehwa na emwa na nkokokora wo mu no enua this is a commissioner Ghana for taxes in Edipianaka in any serious your friend's country no such a person the very press conference no onwie na ya pamono but the president we had at the time no you be here no evil see no evil that kind of way no there about so I think say time has come for us to remedy all these your friend say nearma akoso okroma the assault on state institutions na individuals we have kwan bi so a ya maneuver enye no kwan Electoral Commission kwan even the court itself kwan yakufo adofa so a wa pack nipa okọ court na over 121 appointment from your friends a high court, your friends a appeals court to Supreme Court. And I appointing the panel mokoguo. Yes, president would that right to do so. But ya offer individuals now we review one after the other. You realize that these are individuals that will be free by partisan ties, partisan exposure. some have certain unholy alliance and affinity to some individuals or more power than as for no ebasana you destroy trust, you destroy public confidence. Enti amanfo nya hotoso e these institutions. So these are some of the things reposition Ghana for a better future. These are some of the things that we need to do as a country. Sabaya ebetimi repose once again public trust and confidence in these institutions. Sabaya a democracy no ebetimi agina anya sa trust me. The democracy of this country will continue to be threatened when these individuals are or more heady various institutions are not ready to let things go by the right thing, because institutions are not working for us. And the foundational way a democracy is so the very moment these institutions begin to trip off, it means a democracy is tripping off, and we cannot afford that. We voted for change to lay a solid foundation for a better Ghana to take off. That foundation, we cannot make mistakes. We need to make sure that we strengthen state institutions and give them the power and the neutrality and the kind of trust that because we live in a country where state institutions cannot be trusted by the people. For instance, police vote me to the good in China, the mobile good in China, the party for. How can you do that? Such a police custody. Statement in about one thing, nobody answers for anything. So I know the day the answer trust the bed and Nipa Benya I was stating. So I think that is in that order. And then back to your first way, Galamsey, I think that is one of the things and the last time I have a catcher say from a medical background, say the toxic exposure man for go through because of distraction go in our environment and as for clearly you don't need obi no catcher. And if you go to our various hospitals there sabi now when TV da tete and then they dware and obi time wo akra na nani ba kuni. All these are because of toxicity man for exposed to because of mining activities and as for and kwanya government fast or handle the issues of mining. Clearly there are prominent people obono mo yes anema we yo here need to Galamsey people in high position, because we had a situation where president signed an executive order giving people said they should go to forest reserve and mine. I'm not sure so you ever conceived such a idea, but all these things happened. At the end of the day, we also saw investigations about some individuals were named. Officer Afenyo Markin report Babontin as a serious president. We will expect at least such a report will be acted on. At the end of the day, Afenyo Markin became a victim, and he's moving from one court to another. And so for investigation, has been trashed, has been bastardized, and nobody even takes him serious anymore. So I think the promise that President Mahama made to the people of this country, Galamsey, stop here. And people move to Galamsey in as much as I can say government officials were people who were leading. There are several people also belonging to the other side of the political divider. They are also involved in these things. There must be commitment, that commitment must be absolute, must be unwavering, because Ghana for a share such distraction any political and partisan colors NDC MPP no yankasa yensa the time has come for us to resolve say this is what we want to do, and that promise president make it to Ghana for no I'm expecting say obe acte na nkoye say enso yaba power aduru yenso ye na ye kwakotu eba saa that trust in Ghana for repose it will be gone. So things like this, you see, you have to be very decisive as president with clarity of thought. You know what you want to do. Trump promises to be deported. This is Gaia. I don't know. He's doing everything to ensure that vision goes through. As a president, sometimes you may disagree with him, but that kind of authority, decisiveness, that clarity of thought, that is what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, my culture says, "Nipa doesn't need nipa." So we jana evil obey ebe ya onwanwa se mra ni hona yeti hona obi ye de opa. So always there must be your friend said that kind of way na e wo ha ebe stopping man, but culture say nipa ye nipa boni ni. All that they need is incentives and opportunities to thrive. So as government, your job is to take away the opportunities and the incentive and tell man say there are consequences for your actions, and as for the red lines are there. The conventional deterrence has been established across. These are the consequences for you. So I think that is the near day. As the Mahama government in AUSU to pursue this Galamsey. Now Akufo-Addo chapter is gone. We cannot come and sit here and say Akufo-Addo. They are as you know, see. And I think that we can also follow the trail. people who cause such distraction, we need to prosecute them just to ensure that we send a message. Because at some point in time, people at the presidency, some key individuals in government, their involvement was so overwhelming to the sense that report, audio recording, videos, and that's why of course, and that's why and the videos, but one thing clearly, I said their involvement, cannot be swept under the carpet. So I think I expect the president, because 4 years, it's a period that we need to rewrite the political narrative in this country. Weakness is something that cannot be tolerated. Mercy is something that cannot be tolerated. We need to show people, say, really, we are really committed in building Ghana, and that is the only language Ghanaians want to listen. Because, yes, I always say, from this is a country blessed with everything. But why is it that people are still going? Because even though they don't have whatever it takes, we need to build this country and make sure, say, a place people can dwell and survive.
As a man innocent, he came to American embassy when the father was line. I'm saying, I want to trap come on now. I'm going to Jefferson. I know her video with my sister. I'm so obiticum, Nanim, not police car, you know, not car, engine, no beer door, no beer. How can you put this? But you can't blame them because about the I don't know trouble. Yeah, probably so.
Obaya, we the messa charity for being near Shefo, na Machiaminu and Mabidafo, and Mabu Abason, so near Mason away. Now, your friend is saying, I mean, James, I'm going to say, I say, ya calm, ya swim. What I say, or no, and you see, forms of threats are a way of democracy. So, share. The most dangerous one Electoral Commission. Because Omen Bia a democracy mono. Adia ye a tested democracy no. Abre Bia ye election. And no ena a buama yetimi who said ye kone ye anadie banning a ye. Oh na say ekoba say election e be determine ame who say democracy no ebetimi agina na afo na nipa ono eye referee no onipa bonfo bi ahyeda bonitiri mu po se me kwa akofa obi a ono no ebetimi a manipulate system a ye de to aba in my favor se na be ya sebi your vote will not even count na emomu no me no me him say caprices no by them no me metimi at rival sebasana democracy no a papi it was here for the past period Akufo-Addo share making sure say odinkofo a omono be making sure say obewa abamu ana say ne nkofo obewa abamu ebe hye baabi no those that I call the criminal syndicates no Omo I destroy a democracy no to a certain point. But you see, Omo share democracy no. Omo Emma Ekoye say the power always belongs to the people. Yeah. It is enkenye nyame ene dum ye no oboa yen enenka ye call ye send ye to aba in 2024 December yi ekoya enenka bia nke ko ben ho kakra bia enko ye ni bebo ma we. Because your free bibi piatum. Na ko mbe piatum na chese nka aba no nipa na sebi yempe no no abe mampani ti se de Akufo-Addo 2020 na yempe no a eni ye bo abe ka kire Ghana for say even without any figures we ye mampani bepem ne ye nima ba Akufo-Addo nya ya o de be ye mampani na so obe ye mampani fie na and emaninya ahotoso bi se ba ko atimi akwa metimi de ba omia asa ya wadi amien asa ahyemoko etino Electoral Commission no eni kwansenka impo ye hu petitioners krampo said ye e course Akufo-Addo apenso no na nke President Mahama abiding by senior on my way democracy netia no nko akora no ko betimi de by the stroke of a pen ayiomadi then so akoye say be two wrongs must not make any right.
Yeah.
And you know, where the petitioners aba. In fact, I think say any one petition. And I'm not also saying quite. And to say will be bia sebi. Opposite petition saying case will be the court dada. And you know, in Siwa, I would even rather prefer say ye be your friend is saying petition need be online. Na Ghana phone nyina and sign. Na yan twaba. Yen yes or no. Na yen hwese je mensa. O sefata se o so tena wa na. Oh. Adwen bone suban bone me yire nua me yire wo faase ana se me yire enua ba amana ba be di your friends electoral commissioner makofa boss masare obi anim so NPP Tescon Legon on a patron makofa no samitete obi anim samitete ni political affiliation obi anim no maybe na MPP entokwe koso a ye say yeti amayoko foforo okay say me na me di anim ena me call samitete o say satan no political desk on a me call no say ye pe forms no nyoma he advised me to go back to the MPP because he knows say the MPP will win the next election. So electoral commissioner. Yes, samitete. I know him very personally. What must I say? And so these are persons you cannot just trust them with such positions. Umbe destroy a democracy no. Oh, obi be dwen say say NDC na wa ban mu. And electoral commission timi wi aban mu a nenka eye den na John Mahama we ne ye. Oh, enye wi a obetimi awie ma na ontimi wi mu. Se ne be ya nipa benya didie ewo institution ni mu. Because se didie ni wa e den sem pi ba hwe. E den ye wo se ekoto aba na obi nipa ba akopakura ahwere ne nkwa. Ade a wuko gina box mu no wa kire de mepe. Wabobo ne kama na de akose box mu ya kan ye hu se we afa we are MPP for call your my report o ya o mani magu ase a sabi konkontani magu ase ama kuruma enya feri ene omuti we omonwe
o mari
enkanye nipa sabi o organ ha ene ye bokoboko koto aba no ngina so hwe se ne e wose abato ne kwa ema sabi periperi yokra kakra ba ya no krampo no ye wi ase no hwe parliamentary seats a omo try to make sure say NDC enya to test majority ntino omo try to even make it look as if say MPP for winning here. Yeah, NDC for so aye hwe han a many omo nya agen. This are not on pray we lose. He knew he had lost.
And parliament so apology.
And then another on pray etimi say ba parliament. Patrick Yabuama he lost. Miami nu Ernest Yaw Kumi he lost. Me nuanu nsem na me kan yo. Oh, me se kan dey twa ba bia. Me nuanu pa o nyanchen yo. E na me kan mo they all lost. They lost. Now they have found their ways back in parliament and they are misbehaving.
Yeah.
Because you have given them some form of impunity say even when they have lost they can still be in power. Yeah. So all these things must be looked at. Okay. It's not just about the petition say yenyi obi adi keke no. Political parties must sit up. The executives of NDC must sit up. Oh, you must not be just allowed to be led and Debia na Obiaba Okokan Patrick Yabo me say aden akofo say. Who I mean Kofo say? Kofo how many votes does he have? Me and me PLS Kofo no. But Kofo cannot bring Yabo to parliament.
Abra constituency.
Constituency for say MPN say Kofo say. How does that endanger confidence in the system? Yeah. Kofo say any man Kofo go to Abamane. So all these things don't help. Now you NDC now to one now we share. Who can me executive no what part na order. Oh, these things that we put some egos in ourselves, me a party chairman, me a party secretary, me a party way, me away. Without the party base, you are nothing. So all these things, once we look at Momone ne share, ne ho sent to 2 year or crack off away. And all these things must be looked at. Please. Okay. So I think sir, with that, we must not belabor the point.
All right.
Jemensa, Boss Masari, Samitete, and that guy who was the IT guy, who was always on the panel with us like this, who was a guy in the wool MPP communicator, who has been put there.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you be behaving like this in a democracy?
Okay.
Now, Akufo-Addo was that bold. Yeah, BNC. What must I say? And he didn't care about the safety of this country. All those put together, no. Maybe I think, say, President Mahama must crack the whip and make sure, say, it be CBM. And when Uncle say, ye koyi Jemensa Akofa NPP ni ana NDC ni abaho. And there electoral commissioner, no, obey affiliated to a certain political party, but it must not be glaring. So it must not be obvious. Any question say yet to say, hey, Yakwakofa, if you are Listo say, why electoral commissioner? When you know, say, it with Listo, well, even when I want to be fair, I will be biased.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm being candid.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see NPP ever again in power. That one I will be very smartly, I'll tell you. Because they are criminals. Yeah. And we must make sure, say, it never happens. Say NPP, bet me about Bemu BM. And a young party for fraud. Omo Pomo ko join. No more followers. But say pass ye be hu ye nanu see ye if you want tea and the Akufo-Addo bawomia na po na kanan ke ti he na kan na po ye vice president. Ah Nyankopon e ko betua ye ka. Kanyankopon be me ya tita pansam say na po me ye vice president. Now you see to the extent say people didn't see anything wrong with say bawomia me dia de e wo ma we mu. Na Kasamira ye first. Jesus Christ. Kanyankopon betua ye ka papa. Enti ye de nyame ase se wa ma na pare yen ye to so biem no Nyankopon ema de ewo electoral commission on free ho. In fact, we must investigate them. They are criminals. You see, corruption became the center of every action na no omoye. Ye tu omoka munkoye bone na omakoye. At some point otimi throw letter ba bonten kra electoral commission na otimi ka se medical draw the beye coalition. Just a one bon unim de oye. Yakofa square pegs and put them in round holes. And these are things that happened. And they are not shameful. They are not shame. They don't put shame in their balance. And the shamelessness, no, amma say no. Akwa say obiya betimi aye de ope no ko. It you know President Mama must crack the whip. And I expect say he will do same in respect of Galamsey.
Okay.
And man say your party are back. Sebi me Oma me concession me too because me pesca. But President Mahama has insisted say there is always the right way.
Yeah, to mine.
To mine. Me announce me too galam say me too amana yakono. Because I would have to make sure say me employ adia ebetimi ama me too amin ko sensuo me say kwaye. What must I say? So and akwani wo ho ye wo kwan tenene ne wo ho but esan say nipa wadwen bone say me mfa ho de ebesi wo me mamu nti no na omampani like Innocent was saying omampani bia na adwene bebam say me manfo ho kwan amoma kura forest. You know why he did that law? He did that because of Wuntumi adwuma no ye no Akufo-Addo eye we campaign na no ye akonta ne ye Akufo-Addo oba ne de mintimi money din wa ba akonta mine no akonta ne Akufo-Addo na Wuntumi eye libra a o ya akonta na oba no na o sentam de mintimi nka na asem wa ha ye bedwam on edie nti na ye se Wuntumi akoye bone Lands and Natural Resource Minister say wa ye bone e wo se ye twena so President ba ya wanye bone Wuntumi nya hwe mi wa na Wuntumi abo awura asase a eye virgin forest mu akotu agudie ade agudie na betena TV so sa de yi ahi e kire otufo kra se crop ya bodi amamu so se onu wo gold kra che obi a wo Ghana including otufo ni nyina si o eti ebe stress we should not repeat those wrongs.
Okay.
Even if sebi impreduasa bibi be see for mining I would wish say and you be close to everything mining for a period.
Yeah.
Now you look at your loss of mining ni bibia for now even more concessions large scale mining akese foreigners omutu the former good year said ye nya so fa so say sami dem fear be a gold board.
Yeah.
And we are going to be trading gold like we have been trading cocoa in Ghana. And no Ghana for nya so fa so. But it will not be better if we don't stop mining for a period.
Okay.
And put the laws right. law etimika che broni se wo metu gold na Ghana nya so 5%. Eyen kwase law. Na obi aba no abetu gold no okọ. Na no wo mabobọ nkofo tuo e wo oboase. Onu broni no anu Nyankopon di mimi Nyankopon di gold ama me no. Onu aba beto wo afa concession ho. Ukokan ho se ye ne dia. Nyankopon bo gold na no wa mo no ni krom. No bo mimi krom. Na wo deprive me. Say me because of poor leadership and bad leadership, you know, and then me ntimi nkonko to gold na nyame de ma me no. Na broni ni de onu aba be ye ayi a onu ni mpanifo na chedie. Yakum nipa obi amie na no pani bi ntimi mie na no. Yes enko investigation enkosi hwe. So it's very painful when you are Ghanaian and you see all these things fester. Yeah. Say me na Nyankopon di gold ni ma me no me ntimi ntu. Broni ni di otimi tu owi a no repatriate sika ne ko enese nke ye di gold yi ena ke ye ton gold ni te se koko e wo Ghana ha nke forex no anya sa basaya aye etimi de menim se do mahama ban no ode ne oma papa gu akwema ode ba the gold board alone is a step in the right direction ebeboa but they cannot do that because how do you buy the gold? Best smuggle gold na kwa command new month ne your friends anglo gold ne nka hon for enti ebe say sa export ne nyoma ni nyina discover but they should do it properly. Okay, they should halt mining for a while and make everyone stop mining. Na yanto tom running here in a very speedily manner yanto tom running nyoma bibia yanye ni kama yes ha nyoma ni bia afa gold no abai pa no akoton. Okay, na afi abaya intermediary between omo two gold no omo to ene omo a ye kwoton amomo. Okay, sa no ye benya sika e di ato ya e di abo ye fotuo na ye timi di abobra ya nya ne sade a menyi ni se ebe ye biasa boko de oh adum na hwe boko weekend ko ye. All right, mami tio I'm say munia no ombadin kan akabia na jinmensa asem de mse Ghana for obia nim adwuma agyenbensa abebo bra na do danko akufuado ode Ghana mara eto nchen na opamu Charlotte osei from the office ya onim say na ebinsi da say electoral commissioner abanda da bi abefa no na wetimi aba announce wo akufuado say the president or declare results no mao one sasa the constitution and I say the will of the people. Yeah. Obaya Jinaya ujina so kwampo di pamo Charlotte say kwa na me time say na me yana me bufusem say faceless petition inti no di pamo Charlotte say na o pamo no na nka akọ fa obi fofo amana ba fa obi a anka na dwumadi na anka esombo na eso ani na anka odi dwuma no esene Charlotte say na okofo agyenmensa ane boss na sorry ne tete iwu ba yi onum se nkofo no election mi no ma run nyina no man demand declare results amagana for that is gross incompetence. So me dey recommend Oma petition for taking such audacious step. Na me no mo ya adwen. Say ometimi ayesa. Na me hwehwe ni mu say a lot more will be added. President Mahama knows very well, and even members of the New Patriotic knows very well that Jane Mensah and Bossman Omabom, they don't understand the mandate that has been given to them. Because when you run an election, you expect to come out with results. These results, you cannot generate the results by yourself. Yeah. The results has to be collated from the polling stations. Take electoral area by electoral area. Every electoral area has a number of branches. So you put the number of branches in an electoral area together. No one in electoral area results. Ura say every electoral area be our 10 polling stations are. Now the nina boom. No one ya. Constituency be an area no more 10 electoral areas. Yeah. Now they are not so then. Boom. Enti say but ya no English amount from constituency a omo number of electoral areas e wo ho no wo de omo resource no bom abi more the constituency resource ube sa 276 na wanya the entire resource ade we e di ma Jane Mensa Bosman Asare amate say onu ka say so PhD I don't understand where you acquired his PhD from omo ntiman tablet sa resource we am for Ghana for 2 consecutive time 2020 election results minimum yenim results are Jane Mensa Gina so declare Akufo-Addo as a president.
Yeah.
You couldn't tabulate this result. Simple assignment. So the people no petition on the call you know. M said they have been charitable with Jane Mensa. And I don't understand why the current president, I think because of respect of human rights, and not in a Jane Mensa and Bosman Asare, that's so a war office, that's so they hold almost other than that, you know, Uncle Seka by now, you're Pamo Dada. You got to Abba. Tablet results not declare Magana for 1 minute. Only himself who are by a cotton ye. What the results we bet 2 da. Now NPP, any new patriotic party, led by their flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, no, 38.2%. And a Ghana for media houses now capture ye. First, Omo say Ghana for we say hey MPP for report and obey results no e wo onom de koye. What are you doing? Why are you cheating? You are cheating on yourself.
Why are you deceiving?
Who are you deceiving?
Well, no, that.
So it has been gross incompetent by the Electoral Commission led by Jane Mensa, Bosman Asare and Tete any cronies of war headquarters ni nyina. Jane Samo feeling say Oma anya oma dwen say omo de pere ye ebeye aduma enti no na omo be kuku resource na omo de declare the Ghana for na oma dwen nyina say election be very tight say be margin no be slim
yeah
then omo de omo cook resource no e ba be declare the Ghana for e na Nyankopon say there be me ma me man en say da say Jane Mensa wo ti bon koso wo betra ahwa Ghana say nko ade we are not allow God. And Oma NDC for a trouble this victory. Jane Mensa and Bosman Asare no more maka. Oma ntimanya ho hwe. Ye be kwa election me kaye. Almost started say Oma limited the number of people who vote. Oma try it. For the first time. Yeah. Registration for about 8 years. Unim say a lot of people's names are not in the register. Among one yini from 14, 10 years. Omanya 18 years, 20 years on person will register. But Electoral Commission were led by Jane Mensa and Bosman Asare. Omo year registration only at district level. Now only Ghana has no. District headquarters by Electoral Commission. Baby on my distant part is about 10 kilometers. You spend over 1,500 Ghana cedi to go to those locations. And the Obi Abena when you're 18 years on your Jumada. 19 years on your Jumada. No person on Twaba. Now they are not koshe kukuam baby baako pe Ghana for kura hu baby ehye no makotwe mu da betwaba all because no mean say you to na eba no they are coming to vote against MPP and na Jane Mensa yes ade no but Ghana for na no amomu omabambu and they still came out to vote against the NPP and the Bosman Asare Jane Mensa me if I were to them like by now I've attended my resolution
for it is finished and no so
yes.
Yes,
I say can resign for incompetence. And yes, will be never pamu. Say be a why boni bi. For a kotuaba. For some time, they were not having a member of parliament for 4 good years. But now say a kotuaba. Able Kumanov, yes, ya tuaba na. John Mama say me and declare. Jane Mensa ya tuaba honum. Ama ni pakura Jane Mensa. Any Ghana constitution, Adi Mrano. Ashaninsa say go to Ablekumanov and declare the results as the returning officer. Yewi election in your quality results. The number of electoral areas and police stations to put together. The returning officer for Ablekumanov constituency declared the results and declared Erabra Obin as duly elect member of parliament for Ablekumanov.
Yeah.
Jane Mensa, any Bosman Asare, any Samuel Tete, any the electoral commissioner for say there be that jai any electoral who becomes the member of parliament for Abrikwanov. It is not the people. And they demonstrated that ewo Okakwe Central.
Yeah.
Na me nua Baba Sadik. Nyankopon kana kumantu ne yam. Because there's no way Patrick Buama will finish his term as a member of parliament. That would be injustice.
Many media
against Baba Sadik.
I don't know.
Because Honorable Patrick Yabuama, when he say we lose election, no poto. When he pass we lose election. The same thing applied to another prayer. And was see Obiakoka, excuse my language, silly. At that channel, na we are see Bibiakoka papa and papa beji grade. Electoral Commission for failing.
Okay.
Also, Omuankasa, Omusa Omukuku ni Omukika. Say Omukuku ni Omukika no again afford the Omunjal ho. So Omuankasa mo bag no money mo the office no. They should pack everything and leave there because we will never sit in this country under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to make sure that Electoral Commission, Jane Mensa, Bosmasare, and their cohorts, they will supervise 2028 general election. It will never happen in this country. And not just say this kind of incompetent or much display, no, then we are all in support of them. You have to about 2 consecutive times, no one even declare results. Oh, say media no, and never put media na baso. You got to abandon your name because say, and your Jane Mensa and the Electoral Commission will declare results no. Because people are having cameras.
Yeah.
So it will be declared by constituency by constituency, constituency by constituency. Electoral Commission cannot do fuku. The same thing happened. Now, any media, no, any other civil society organizations, could there no more media Chile, Anka Jemensa would reabenim. And see, and then it is in the right course. Some people are calling that President Mahama should sack them from office. And I believe one thing from President Mahama. He believes in the rule of law. You understand? Yeah. He doesn't believe in stepping on people's human rights. And he will allow the process to go on. Now you say, Jane Mensani Bosman Asari, Greater Accra has said, Omo Chinchima Manfonsa, Edia G Omusite Fu Omusam, Greater Accra, Oko Ashanti region, Ahiafor North constituency, Ahiafor Southwest constituency, and then Obuasi East constituency. These 3 constituencies in Ashanti region, who say you declare results, no, and you are NDC for. Ama Obuasi is especially MPP ni ano ye MP wo ho. As the pink sheet are considered defeat, so we lose election. Now, as we yo 90 Electoral Commission for the one or 2 mamna.
All right.
Now, media no esi one man. We are talking about environmental issues, land degradation, and forests are MPP for Beseno. Ewo Ghana has it. Now, media, Akufo-Addo one thing I made the kind of partner say, where President Tani say he became a lawyer as a result, not say be akwa knowledge. But say odidi omuye mra echi no de sua enti no. Oba no we who the essence say oba apply mra bra oye adwuma as president. Na Ghana ha nyina no. Na nka mra mo bia ho kwan say green forest, your forest reserves ayewo ubekoma kwakotu efomagudie. Nenso President Akufo-Addo esaimra within that time of a president say obianko go party people go and mine in the forest, destroy the forest, get money for yourself, enrich yourself, enrich your family, and enrich every member of New Patriotic Party at the expense of this country. And a man for they went into the various forest reserves with impunity. And I'm combining good. We are no man katakata so and near forest in our say. Until him say, Ufa United Nations now share choir almost sustaining the environment in terms of wetland issues, forest reserves. And Ghana has a wetlands. We have one of the weakest ones. But before we used to have some of the strong wetlands in this country. But then Enoma called him say Enoma answer na omuko baby a hoye wetlands ubon say nnuani nnuama siso omusu kwe no na omo ye wildlife for omuko take stock of those birds and then the only generate more resource. And now call no crampona say who could take stock of best crowd our wetlands. You don't see a huge number because to call baby fufro because all the money find on shelter. And see President Akufo-Addo, we don't want to talk about him again. One MPP for now, meaning say President Mahama. Okay. He takes Ghana for the views ne nyama ya kekano. He has been president before and he will take into consideration. Okay. Now we share no pass bylaws ne nyama about protecting the environment. Now sustaining the people also inhabiting the lands. Because as I say on my team yen sa say say ya yen nyina timu bi. Okay. Yen timi nyini nche. Enti yen hwe ne sa nyama ne yen protecting ye na ye kase ye kwa hwe the amount fine before. Na yen so ya enter into the mining forest reserves. Ne da ko pesika egu ebutom de a o man be say ama ye nyina ye ho akere yen. Okay. Na I am say another issue am person me kan ho asem. Wrap it up mama. Na me wrap it up no. Has to do with the posture of the minority in parliament. The way they want to go about. Okay, this. Will carry the amema because and one person me 2 minutes na. Okay. Who share the posture of this current minority in parliament? It is not good at all. Now, NDC for our more parliaments. I know they know the anonymous over there. Even ministerial appointment, any deputy ministerial appointment. So they don't really involve themselves. They can't almost say, "Oh, me penny for minimum pa." Now, Obuanu crowd in your minister. Then so, you can liaise better with your other ministers and get what you want to serve your people. Okay. And see, they should support their fellow members of parliament. Now, this man, Afenyo Markin, where offers to run his shoulders. Richard Ahiafor there, now some there, men person me can be I'm not for see way too cold. But minimum say he's allowing everybody to express himself. But the way Afenyo person say he is the chairman of the committee, you know, it should send some warning to Ahiafor. Because everyone is saying that he should be replaced. And I'm not here to call for his replacement. But as people are calling for that, that means that there should be something wrong. One of them, he should be replaced. What I say? If now, he can be replaced, we mean business. NDC for home. Enra, Mitier Afenyo Markin, and I'm Mitier, some of the NDC members of parliament. We are not here. To, was even trying. He can do this work far better. We cannot. Before yet we know muncho. Yet we know munche. And this is what me your man say. Now they are in power. You know, I say let's be one people who collaborate. No. Now Enra no move friend. Mami Obaya ya appointing the NPA boss. Me na me can say Obi a seven predecessor. Obi be boni na say boni a me support no. Nembo we are seeing the kaka say bibi ankoka papa anje grade. Say me predecessor me nua listo weti hey. Wrap it up man. Say me hwe na me titi ne kwan chi a obetena sidi. Who John na okeka inside behind the camera. I don't know I responding on where you are na say mo ntwa I lawyer emfa enko parliament dam ko gu nanim asepoto. Ah okoye dey. So me pacho. O me pa here chow. And see, you know, the current majority in parliament. Omu make sure say it is NDC and the good people of Ghana and the drum call. And yeah, Omu Ankasa, Omu will the drum call. Thank you very much. So they should do and serve the party people and the interests of Ghanaians. All right. Than thinking say any people before you hear the same thing. Yeah, before Kane.
On Parliament, I think over the last 8 years, Yatana Krumha, one of the institutions I dig Ghana for Ghana for a Parliament. And our institution back one, we're good in Nimasia, Ghana for and taking the serious a Parliament. So certain rude attempt by some people there. I try to force people to respect them. Sometimes I sit back and I laugh. And I rightly agree with Babin and Ra. Okay, I say you can't force people to respect us. Yeah. It is our day. Because respect is something we earn. You can't force it. Oliver, Echo, and Ra could share appointment committee. The okay, on one casa, I condemn, I apologize. So I'm not here to talk about that. So, but all appear them, no, you could see clearly say. some people turn the place into a revenge theater.
Yeah.
Say now, sawaba. And that was the demeanor, that was the posture. And in some na as ya address no kind of people like what Maya Wakana Semene, your friend is saying, Akwaya or on the city crana, Honsamaya, on friend, another posture. Such a person wants somebody to respect him. It's not possible. You can't force me to respect you.
Exactly the point.
You understand? So I think that Parliament, Ghana for any respect for them anymore, and they need to work to regain that particular respect.
That's all.
That is the only way out. And me chill for contempt. Hey, yeah, generation the fact is that Parliament no kwan afa so conducting no one as for no and no results and who no abonte no because ye nim do my okroma say. And again, critical issues of national interest about bonte bit a shall issue ya na ye kan. I was expecting say Parliament but drag the Electoral Commission to come and answer critical questions as to why you deny a whole constituency. You sat there for 4 good years, did nothing about it, and you want people to respect you. You can't force people to respect you. So I think that's a near way you know so much say not that ego in as for now very amount for no because say you will be as a citing for contempt. I'm sure that people within Parliament House or one as a citing for contempt because never no my or more good institution anymore say and the institution is not for them, it is for us.
Yeah.
And the young son so bit to know didn't say how do we even cite that person for contempt? But the mere fact say you doesn't mean that you can do whatever you like and get away with it. So going forward, I think that these are some of the things that we need to do. The Electoral Appointment Committee, I don't want to talk about it, but I think that they need to realize that they are working for the people of this country. And like I said, governance today, a public enterprise will be any will be a tribute. You can't mess up and expect people to respect you as a forum. Jumadi Omadi Ukruma Bravo Bonia, a Brumatina Parliament, unparliamentary behavior, though kind of dishonorable behavior are some of them are settled down in Parliament. Afenyo Markin quite recently. I know not all your press conference. He was insulting the speaker. Yeah. So you denigrate your own speaker, then you want people to respect you. That will not happen. You understand? Okay. So I think that they need to lead by their own standards. Never way you cannot force people to respect you when you yourself don't respect yourself. Because I've seen a lot of them, they don't even respect themselves. And you can't expect people to respect you. These are some of the things that as a speaker, na yekoye nim because say ya na ekwakoye there and the Parliament will be added to the many institutions out there. Dignity na se for ebi ni ho a yawie ota media
and someone runtem and then I'm saying ke be start 8 but man runtem listen we fire pong.
Well, I think sir me will proposals be for Ora Mahama before the petition is looked into.
Okay.
On say Akufo-Addo in his quest to do all that illegalities with the Electoral Commission. My soldier for kobo omochidom. Sene beya omoye di omo ye ni nyina awia ombetimi enya omutredidim wabra ni pa bia ntimi ntu omo sore. Enti odi soldier for bia ko DJ mention machi. John Mahama as commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces he must immediately withdraw all the soldiers. It's illegal to allow for soldiers to take, your friend is saying, a duty and yet recognized by law. To withdraw soldiers, now police, woman who said police, FPU can't be seen the FA side or more withdraw can. They mention only superhuman and Chewbia. Maybe cry deserve to be protected more than he because they say no. And then an answer. And 1 year I was robbed and my pickup was snatched. At that point, to make me here security change mensa, even as citizen. Or no Obia no Awakotata, what is Obia Kobo Mensa? Ubianya and Enti Bonia no Dintin and Naso for the post for dinity. Omoredo Sani Manina. That said, no, I think say minority ne majority in sense no. I was a NDC for Muhu or Ahoden. Also, I've won and shown him now who didn't and Uncle small boy in Wakuno. Ahiafor. Me Dimino. I feel quite a man who would make crackasa. The way I would tell or you didn't. Just that sometimes he's able to put out some jabs and all that. But I think, sir, he should up his game. I admire him so much. I mean, he's a long-standing member at the bar, and I know, sir, as senior member at the bar to Afenyo no. Any question say or allow for Afenyo to be doing all those nuances are emwa. Omo person omo di omo ntansa the best side NDC. They say NDC na Ghana for any that so. Yes. Enu ntino say ko ba say mo soso no mo ma mo ho kwan ama obi asebi Ghana for ni empesa MPP ni beba parliament. Ni empesa MPP mrahye bedwani ba ko pe. Omo mo ho no, they should just thank their stars. Because Ghanaians didn't like to see them again. Omo ye Muslim fo a ye mpese ye behu omo biem because the kind of e-levy ade no kro de to yen so no ama ye mpese ye beti omo di biem etino NDC should up the game and play it to the benefit of Ghanaians. Okay, now omo nyai sa we na fine democracy, you can let people have their say and all that, but sometimes their say no it will create tension in public, and you have to manage it in such a way Ebema peri your abba. That said, I think need I say more.
But I say, yeah, there was some barber to us, so was some yamasem, Odias, Odisheba, the barber to us, so the amount.
Obaya, Bitakra, Mepeseka, come was some caca in this for. Say, over mammas.
But I say,
Mechese Enra, Bitakra, and DC. Regional executives. Yes, sir. The party is in power. People work for the party. And what is happening at the region, no, we are not happy about that. Very soon, say the local government minister are appointing. Most of the region are done with the vetting of MMDC aspirants. And the short list is out. Greater Accra, yesterday, they went for a meeting. Now listen, no, ebeba out. Now, Yasena or Musefata are those who are in good standing with the party, those who have served the party 8 good years in opposition with their pocket money, with their time and their resource. They have served the party. They cannot subvert the service that these people have given to the party and the party no power. Now, my committee now vets in a year for MMC aspirant. Somebody want to bust his chest. And be like the father of everything at the region. Now, I don't want to judge, but they should hold themselves. Say, people have used their resource to wait for the party to come to power. So they should make sure, say, they will bridge their difference and come together and work. Now, Omwa MC, except for Taomono, Omubetime Aje Jumano, Yava Momo, Money Pabako. And yes, I select about 32 municipal chief and district chief executive. And we Greater Accra region has it. Regional chairman. The regional executive should come together. As we speak, there's no single regional executive. Greater Accra Yaman appointment because of their conduct. We are pleading with them. Some of us we are watching them. So when they do like that, we are all going to suffer because. Nipa bi anu a kuna so bi gina nchen a mukuwa na se mukumu obi be fire cha ba be den aba be fa
enti say regional minister I was saying kamumu ba kudi
edi obi anu enti yesere omo. Some of us we are not happy, we are sad. I think say that was the agreement say regional ministers should go to regional chairman unless say bia na kwasika say wono de ompa wadane ma ne secretary ono de ono ane ka say wadane ma ne secretary.
So if you don't like it, we don't come to am the executive papa. We dey no kwabo dem to change. Say no, we are talking about district and constituency level. Omo contribution for NDC in government. Yeah. Those who deserve to become the municipal chief executive per the parameters omo serve here, omo set here. Omudi conduct vetting no your top here no yan training for position no man no nko serve.
Okay, you know say na no asi ba ko bi so na mtwa na so nti for no see 2 minutes na yenko.
I think it's a parliament issue now. The time ha next week ba na ya to so
next week be start it but yes I have a time na so ye
but Mr.
I am mrantem
that's it. Next week you have I promise. But
next 8. May come with you so will be at send next week here start 8 a.m.
Yati.
That's
it. Ya send so. Na Mr. Rashid for our more majority side. say another don press or the better bedroom say yentwe enuaba Adest Castle.
No, catch President Mahama say we case to my no. Wapacho. Wapacho na mente.
Maybe they don't want to believe that. Maybe they don't want to believe that Sebi obi emra Sebi Dwania on the ontimi nya emfumso. Enti another on pray the omunhu say or edibonyeni.
Joye no camera na chine no bi anka
ansa na obejaje no ye wade mienu ade bia wo say utimi hwe. Ye were remote course and ye were immediate course. There is see remotely need ye obi anka ho asem.
Yeah, there be.
Enti me nua ba hardest castle. Me friend hard castle. Hardest.
Oh friend hardest.
Hardest on the hardest.
Yeah.
Sa me nua ba. Enti what hodi no hu another mpra na ne bufu ye. Oh eh ani pen you so ma dwen.
Yeah. Bibi anko.
Kwa another mpra we ya ono sebi okwa afa we. Ono na ebe determine why na apologize to who. Yes, I be anim. Etimi I condemn Haruna Edusunum no more members of parliament on NDC. I condemn all of them. Yes, I back cry him say, Mobeka say, another on Prabeka, and I'm going to say, Johnny, I will say, and all the Iobi, at the Ebet or the Bayo. Who Jimmy or be by you, sir? So what Jimmy or be by you, sir?
Yes, simple.
The lady in the video, no crowd, say, am I speaking to you?
Yeah, did I even mention your name?
Have I mentioned your name?
Did I mention your name?
No, Sebi. I said, my watching, Yamani, dear. And this hard the crowd makes it even very, you say, will people quite say, on me apologize. So apology, no me. If you are not hard castle or hardest castle, no, they be on one or pay. Say, Amia, and come us about the 2 months, I meant all that I said.
I didn't
okay. What's the micro minority? There be only micro minority. Only a micro minor mini minority.
Obiani wacha
now what go na on ma? What's kobusa no he? E wi ase nyansa ni bia ni won ma what is obi credit na temo kobusa sa onemi.
Onemi ana.
Onemi tese wagimi.
Na say ayi adwuma ye wutimi comment section no obi abedidi watem for nothing. Enti wo ba kwa bisa na sa de nti na wudidi matem ana. Yes,
evidence na
no branya na say ye ko abato odin gugono ko ni nko tutu no. Another pray.
Yes.
Na ya money ko measure ko tutu na mai mi.
Na me say ya fa nka che.
And for mo nyo say MPP for no abekọ na kra na o.
Sa behavior bia omu putu ni up eno na mo ko position no. Sa behavior bia as a holier than thou. Ye person ye kase ye all because you boy din boni in the past and now we have to be prim and proper and all that. How you do sunum ni omo amra se bedwam. Me the way too many. Condemnation in your man. If you want to condemn another pray first. So we're near parliamentary at the place because his misbehavior was unparliamentary. It was unparliamentary. And yeah, was say na se bedwani obi kan asem anu akobisan oneme. I only one area we are representative. We are nobody apart from being the representative.
Exactly the point.
And so you have to respect your bosses. We are the bosses.
Yes.
You ain't gonna phone your bosses. You are representing us.
Yeah.
And so you cannot tell us to be towing your line. Debbie, Obi Mu, former president. Obi Awaya, former president. Obi Muno, executive. Omuno. O person no me to abama obey Brazil me funny be ma.
What you say?
Yes, I be the woman.
So
behave and then we also behave.
That's all. Respect
yourselves. It's mutual. If you respect yourself, people will respect you.
That's all.
If you don't respect yourself, we will respect you.
Say see the no baby and namno crofasha here bobina say ye be ne den enti ye Bank of Ghana wo hye bi obetimi aye beboa stabilize see the no kakra no ho komo ne pese di anope na Julius one monitor economy no the one koso no kakra honorable Achievforson ebaye one monitor ne activities are all ye kakra intervention at Bank of Ghana when it comes to CD say ye stabilize no there's another opinion say enunkoa entimi stabilize currency no enti ede ne betimi ayaka ho
yo ya ma minchia mo na minchia Kofi so minchia tie for madam asepa so Kofi minchia pa say dia ka ne be ka no echi I would say my monitor the finance minister now about to force me follow and casa from the vetting stage because of economy moju my yeninti me say o shese ne nyoma ekona nyoma ni bu aya de se me no aye economic lectures eti yenim de da se ne empenifo ni bi nso eka no na kwaye se ya na ye nhyeda mfa utmost attention into some of the principles and as implementation of the policies, Intina ya na ye say ye CD na say currency baby na ho de no ebetimi cost rubun say ate about form. Na ma be free economic dialogue committee na President Mahama ate na ye wi CD ne so na fe ni ntimi the way forward. Me who say common be and pay attention too much about the criticism of the dialogue committee no face. But I think say it's really a step in the right direction. Or share most of the time now. I won't say a do budget time near a presentation. All the data from the side of the government. And sometimes there are issues with reporting and then, under-reporting and some of these things not pointing it out.
Yeah.
I say Banisana to me so you follow data no it do shada engine so to say. It won't say am I a data no from what the IMF and the World Bank and so but that is a parallel data. And your constitution, I won't say your economic objective of the country in chapter 6, article 36 of our constitution says your economic objective. So mine ye be chumpon, ye be koye nimbibi ye juma ye benya your livelihood no, and yet the states that they consider the states that take all necessary actions. And the state here means represented by the president. And if the president power could be saying ammonia workshop conference any dialogue any on be invited experts and that make our baby say as idea present say any new as I said my friend about the economic discussions now we do it on a daily basis any media for economy could say Miami students, it's just trying to put people on that from academia, the business community.
Sure.
Good halfway. I also do budget. Hanona, Joseph, Obemone, Omunina Babet Nase, account more dear. Then you be on the side of Timemufon saying that yes, deeper in the economy, the performance of the economy, the state of the economy. Because on the side of politics and as a governance, a year abiding to me mode then the economy at the better Bank of Ghana then report to Ghana Statistical Service, the report to inflation rate and figures. But this one afforded opportunity one or more feminine or economy no more one or more buama economy year run the business community na sebe omukra njuma or mining more employ in call for mebu jumano. They will come and tell their side of their story. And it ties in the bigger objective of President Mahama said, reset to the economy no. And if you reset to the economy now, Osha the NDC manifesto key indicators what they're resetting the economy and creating prosperity for all near said is stabilizing the inflation from cost of living also from. So Sanyoma will see a bit to me present bit to me in the picture on the side of Timemufua. Now I was so Timima Timemufua nan count once them. Na senior beya obinya input nibi etimi abuano enya senior or planet or minus kasemwa obetimi the parameters of better. Is I think said this dialogue, a very, very good initiative for us, especially for us in the space of the economy. But again, we'll say, it's a national we are still expecting the modus operandi and after the scope of work of the paper. The issue here is that they say in our mind, a basic system now is a crowd one year cano, Kumasing one year cano. Your concrete cranasana about the issue with the economy, discussions near very, very low. It's what I'm advocating for, and they say some of these forum, workshop, conferences are present. Mahama already now, no shall let a babon here. Wakase Penifwaka, the venue and a review may be a normal fambra. What I want to propose or advocate is that you basically decentralize some of these conversations into the district, the towns, and then the villages. Like a town hall meeting, or a bottom-up approach, because the economy of the country now, each town, district, village, piano, I want the peculiar resources, a bit to me driving economic activity for that particular area. And I believe that in Pennsylvania and more data for our district. Resource ben or Krumu Honomo, and then I bind the bit to me, I take advantage, and our resource never Krumu Honomono, say a year mineral resource, say a year arable farmer, you bit me, a land, you bit me, a year farming. Say a year anything service bia sabe yebetimi ayede aboa embebunu or that particular town, village, and so to say the district. It gives us that indication na ye plan ya yebehu se ne yede esika semno ebefa. But enkoye the macro debia na GDP na inflation na ye public debt and na ye gross reserve or ye kadibia san. But this time around we are going into the micro senior finance minister on a vet, and that will be able to help us answer most of the questions your economy, your sika seminal. Then in doing so, me abua edi bienjuma ama for that particular town, village, or district. Yeah, oko outside Accra, most of the districts and towns need to have shame koso of honorable. Amaye yunaye jane ba Accra ni abepe jumaye. And Ghana is not only Accra, Kumasi. The bad is now this of the forum conference here about the in Penifo Babayeno. We should take this advantage. Na yembwa president no oma ni areas and our countries nyoma be upper. We know say the whole of the northern enclave, the middle belt to the northern enclave, they are sitting on gold. A Kwamben's ni bit me take advantage near your responsible mining your resources and you bit me tap it in Juma ama embebun, unlike what we are seeing currently. It's all these things, this economic dialogue and I say workshop or conference I will say to me not some of these discussions on embra we are. Yeah, policy documents, yeah, the Mbra Ahiafor now things so no yetimi the Ayejuma economy the and that ties in the research, we are starting from somewhere and we'll build upon it. Certainly, Oshe, one of the targets for the Mal Committee now, the fiscal consolidation, then a budget, a big idea. Fantastic. To me, go back to that basic level now. What it means is that you have the peculiar nature for that district, that town. You're planning. Not a budget. Akohumatikane krabe bana. Ebetimi abuama mpenifu sika umbecha ediama each of these projects or activities, economic activities they be stimulating in that particular town. Na etimi abuama njuma abaka krama ebegune bi enyaye. Ni etimi akebe the rural urban migration. Then the pressure will not be too much on the cities. All these things will guide and shape our budget. You hear fiscal consolidation Endra yet news will say ye can be official creditor committee for G20 Omasanche $2.8 billion dollars, which is good news in a fiscal consolidation because I will see it to me reduce your public debt. I will see it to me increase your revenue, not the expenditure and also estimate so not deficit now. High and young for Bobby Sian Fambe share Yesikamu and Yebitimi leverage on your resources now make can was them or mining mono. Now Yesimi they say we are seeing in the Shedel course to America. the deportation no more, you know. It's so be a person the burden, but that's on the mind. So now, you know, be rich and you ever burden the taxpayer with taxes. Obibia until say you see just stay na the Nyankopon they are doing resources, the munipa, say Arab yetimi bibia man ye no Nyankopon they are doing no yetimi leverage and take advantage of it. Nyemfa transform the economy, and I think say these are and you may be a penny for a year, I bet me upward the national economic dialogue. Then, for you say, you be stage conference, but could be Accra. You're inviting Kofobe 2-day conference, be near Bekasai, we are near Kodabi. This time around, the conference should go down to the people, getting that input from the people. And I believe that Yayanesana, a bit to me, Apua Ama, President, the other side of the story, which is the status of the economy on the side of but not on the side of government. And you know that will bring the balance, that will bring the reconciliation of the details, you know. And it's the sentiments any pressure won't go force because in doing that, people will free themselves up. Economic pressure you think in savings and investments are a depleted over the year with this restriction of course you get people speaking up and then now when the people talk I believe that your money will high you know so no better so every platform so it should be
so Julius, are you advocating say you have said dialogue or no you best select be regional capitals now you bet me akọ from Tibia ye call upper west ye call upper east young regional basis and now a form of
be invited academia for lecturers maybe professors for maybe ya share economic think tank to say you move be near 1 or 2 people be a beca we are ya share be at the business community normal but normal present paper discussion you know the various groupings you know ebanisana one or more no. And this time around, we are taking the opportunity to identify the potentials of each region, each district. And only even say through that, you know, or minus can apart from taxes, you know, the other things like the resource, ABS, a fango, a gold, a cocoa, a share, a cassava, a sorghum, a plantain, share. The western of enclave now, we should be able to take advantage of some of these things, you know, and support those initiatives over there. And in doing that, you know, we stimulate their activities in the economy. The value addition. See, it's me yes, we are made by a forest. You see, you know, then me for money be said. It's about demand and supply. It is aside the periodic interventions in the Bank of Ghana, a year the woman omudi sikani bi dollar ni bi aba system nim na omo omuhia dollar no munsanke bi. Ya udim say the dayedi hun komo de da say Ghana no enyoma ni bi wo ha ye control e bi wo ha ye control oba to say importation of petroleum price largely no a world market price. And again, no taxes be added so into a benefit market say obey control the taxes by reducing or even taking the tax, which is a price stabilization levy, you know, added some of these petroleum products, no. But clearly, you know, because of IMF into now, to me apply all those stabilization levies, you know. Then a bank could be taxes be no war fango only full of for prices on anka above from kakra. And see, anytime there are fluctuations and distortions on the international market, currently the consumer as a country affected with the price because international commodity price in dollars. And see, Trump is shaking a home kakrampo can it's mima fango bo kosro. So kaka KBC will be able to fango bo on air kosro. And because dollar you know, we have to change more CDs and then get the dollar, auction it to a chamber of bulk oil distributors and importers for a year. The Bank of Ghana had to auction dollars for them to bring the refined petroleum products. You know. So these are our challenges and our difficulties. Also, the energy sector now, our IPPC, price of energy per kilowatt hour and so no. All of these things, there are a lot of debt in those areas, and almost charging in dollars. It's you kana yenya wo mining to large extent, a recurrent. Ye did a revenue na near the tiaka. Ye did a revenue na near the tiaka. It's a money yet in say on the international or the external side of the economy, which is the international transactions. The way in dollar and as a hard currency, how the best support some of these things now. An economy which is to some extent driven by imports, we've recorded about trade surpluses for some time now, but still our currency is not coming down the way we want it to come down. And then BOP support they call IMF a situation and as a phenomenon where export exceed imports. And it's a trade surpluses that means that you're exporting more. Edi enya bruche sika begu o mine it's in pressure na nke ba dollars why or see etimi ne bi di ehwe the other sectors of the economy no nke you say etimi eso ete but still no in as much as ye recorded trade surpluses no the currency intimi ba from the Gina mefa so the 10 cities impo and these are critical issues I will say you pay attention. Until the demand side ya can you say I will say it's mere value addition. I will say it's mere import substitution. Import substitution we mean so we do for more absolutely. But to me answer dance the time from those things did in your money a crabber you see you more dear no one area. Obeko market a go the building industry, most of the materials needed imported out. It is coming into the country. For Christmas, about 90% a foreign right. Meaning Christmas time, December time, no, not affect the seminal. So Amana is so difficult to control. And when open the policy be banned open and impose substitution, the same business community would desire the money are buying the government of the day you become unpopular to them. Because some of your businessmen they are also taking advantage and then they do more no. Yeah, there was a story a Dangote a year in the refinery in Nigeria. A year in the refinery now or say or you're refining and price and a bema price in about form no. One of them craft and go de ban Nigeria no money abroad for need digano. Not here moya said the Dangote no. Omono de nya de bema mo ba for tough and go ne fi Dangote refinery hono no still and be almost fia no ne de ban e one no because why den edi omujuma na mane nya se Dangote di ne refinery abana e bi almost e ba affect your business e ban sa dia omompene. These are the real issues with the politics and then the economy. These are the things you go and face. If you can come into government, you can come into power. But once you enter the real issues, so
Julius, on that, import substitution, can was him. Oh, my example, binti na mejina, ye mwadie ya kane nkuko fosu aye de bagana ha na policy ba kwa president Mahama kan ya na nkofo make fun of it nkuko nketenkete se be ya ye poultry industry no ke betimi abume ne kakra na sa importation na ye no ye benya local supply e de a substitute sa importation na ye no me pa cho sa policy no si ye kase ye ya effect ben ye de ba send ya work as one abakwa to industry players bi wo no ma e betime di asem aba fe otwa ho ba bi etwa and then na wase ye e wase ye no mo import no etra sidi nkomo ne akwa be fa so a farmers no so breban ne be ma musika e bia best no be ye ready for ye be kas ye be ku ana ye be ni bibi e be substitute sa importation na ye no
yeah I'm say and one ODC no a very good initiative. Also Ghana no ya mix politics with the economy and also with economics.
Sure.
It is here economy no hu adwuma because of politics in the crown no e ye cry yenye. And that is why this year the advocacy I say ye politics in free economy no because you shouldn't year a bedu baby no yen to me and politics ni be mboye.
Yeah.
It's a good initiative, good policy measures and co-content kitchen President Mahama Kayano. Minim sebe phobia between Christmas festivities, you know. Omuyebi within almost start no October ho baby no mo JJ bets, you know. And omunya but within 2 months no my akesake la broilers ni lay. What turning in any sika within Christmas for them phobic gusu ton bets in Inina no problem back to be the chamenum Christmas. See, I go call it the idea in Jaiwe. Yeah. Imagine say, President Mama policy or the Babel support thing for constituting. The import of foreign poultry and as a bet here and like you rightly said, I was here a farmers in the Tenase, or more especially, or more crap akuko fools no because some of them have been in the business there 20 years, 30 years. What crap akuko fools share fishing industry, be more of a coastal muye, yes, Abidjan Samo, yes, Kalanika, your coffee Mauritania and Eba, and no man of my for bear 20 years. It is all the policy be banner. Natural sentiments say they will still threaten say baby and that is why I send you okay and I like that practical side no. I will see it meet farmers you meet stakeholders and even individual be or person also it's a source of livelihood, a business and job opportunity for all interested no me come madam Funinya medical break. Oh yeah, I said me about yard farming. We are not a unisika kaka. There's also mean for when you share to about Kumugana. I'll see unisika from men or Brabia anymore. Service just our year with ease or Christmas or Tonko Konina. My many book. I remember say 4,000 cities be within Christmas. Yeah. It's though the politics in the Becca and co-contest and getting and all that, but the reality is that a creating Juma de Ma epinomo. People are making money out of it. And this year, not ye so mu year, NDC, NPP, another Mama and the by the NPP for support it. A win a buying, and this ye study and movie in Toncheng. Not yet focusing on the substance of what is happening. The Ebebwa Yinami and Sabekoya Noa, a Ghana situation a bread and butter issue. It is the Ebebwa Yisika, young contraction ye a big critic some form of employment. Sabeya will be big crowd be there. May Nami Titi say your appointment for Sina fire say we say we won't pick your moko. Boys in the grassroots, kakra ye be DNTL, kakra nin su kakra ye benom, enuntia. And see when they have alternative source of livelihood, I don't think sebe nipedia penedignity. All kujinan kwaye samasa na six mame, all kwaye sadia. And some of these initiatives, will come to her. I was saying, yeah, policy not a start here. My minimum conformity promote things say. Policy ne started from the regime. Across board, making conformity promote things say, I didn't see a man who free. Eti yabe boa with feed. Yeah. Omat person buy and they will look for land somewhere and start doing that poultry farm. No. Eti si farmers no ye ne omo kan ye wi a ye shia omo crap ko force in importers and so they back. Now API ya trouble say this is the direction we want to go as a country. Affect the forest no ye see no e ma ye see no ho tree. And for the time being, the model banner, they say no share total consumption in terms of capacity. 100,000. If I say months so kakamai, the mobile so no ya a certain group of people be say omunye enye in kokono or mining munti. But say by the time I be no cycle no be to me emitia. And if you get about 1,000 people farming this poultry, that's a poultry going to me turn 200 cities a cry. Yeah. Look at the money people will make, about 1,000 people doing. If each person between about 20 bears, a minimum of 30 bears on a farm, multiplied by 1,000 people. we means that we are in business and we are solving the importation of what? Poultry. Ebema you see the nibenya hoarding because you cannot say yeah they be crack in your manabana. Eba be disincentive because there will be more supply in the system to meet the demand. And I believe say any kakanka kasa na all other things now yeah they be import substitution will be able to solve it now a baby you know for the medium to long term you know you see the nibenya hoarding yeah can't be about capital flight. We say about April, you see all these multinationals and they will repatriate all their profits out of the country. It's just say, in faso my ejumo my or my in faso mania and when you be dollars no or the kunu crew on facility in the because so to stand up $1 the cup and see and also emboying. We know all these things. Since I say it to me, I deliberate about the capital flight, multinationals, you know, are buying your mushia now offer alternative means to be obey me at the ama or mobile to musicano at the free or minimum. And I said they will still plow it back. They will invest the money back here near the people for at their mom. So these are some of the initiatives we want to see in solving our forest issues.
Okay. Julius mama na say so nkwama na aka na ebedi wa chire ho me tu fu na wantie nti e say da ba na beba
oh me enche o de say be sibo so me for it we start here me
tu me bra ifu no wantie Julius ji mama na say anything financial analyst wa bin wo sikasem tutuye mu pa ya na mo do mo ho kofi twitwi no me se bra krofo yo mo do mo ho twitwi wa hwe o be ha wo ama yes but ye ni nyina ye